Hello everyone, I'm Mark, and today's video is all about National Arts Month that is being held every February. This is an annual celebration over the years by NCCA to highlight the artistic brilliance of the Filipinos. So here are some of our every kind prestigious national artists and their artwork.
Fernando Amorsolo, Philippines' first national artist in painting, the so-called Grand Old Man of Philippine art. Amorsolo earned a degree from the Liceo de Manila Art School in 1909 and entered the University of Philippines School of Fine Arts. He graduated with honors from the UP in 1914 and got study in Madrid, Spain. The following are just a few works of Amorsolo. First artwork, Washing the Carabao, 1928, medium, oil on board. It represents the farmers back in the day where at the end of their workday, the farmers take the carabao to the water for washing and feeding. The second painting, El Ciego, the Blind Man, 1929, medium used, oil on panel. This work was commissioned by a naval intelligence after an officer who helped in the liberation of the Manila during World War II. The last painting, Fruit Gatherer, 1950, medium, oil in board. A specimen of Amorsolo's conception of an ideal Filipina beauty. He wanted to capture the traditional Filipino occupation and the farm life of men and women on a hot sunny day.
One of the national artists in the National Capital Region is Benedicto Cabrera, also known as Bencap. Bencap is considered the preeminent Filipino painter of his generation. Cabrera's work often depicts women and occasionally men wrapping swirling, bundled fabrics and capes. He was born on April 10, 1942 in Malabon, Philippines and studied at the University of the Philippines. In 2006, the Philippine government conferred upon him the Order of National Artist for Visual Arts. We will give you now some of his famous artworks. The first one is Sabel in Blue. Sabel was inspired by a real-life scavenger wrapped in plastic Cabrera witnessed as an art student in Bambang, Tondo, Manila. Even in her most elegant and styled portrayal, Sabel symbolizes the grim social realities that haunt the Philippines to this day. The medium used here is oil on canvas. Next one is the Yellow Confetti. Yellow Confetti is a dynamic and powerfully resonant work which describes the civil resistance in the Philippines during the early to mid-1980s. This period became known as People Power or EDSA, but was also called the Yellow Revolution due to the use of yellow flags and ribbons by the resistors. The medium used here in the artwork is ink and acrylic on paper. The last one is the Oriental Fan. It shows the figures of the three women are carrying the story, not the fabric. The shape and symbolic importance of the fan to the Filipino life is central. For now, I can't find any analysis of the work, but to me, the fan is soothing the women and soothing the troubled fabric. The medium used here in painting is acrylic and collage on paper.
Another artist from National Capital Region is Cesar Torrente Legazpi, who was born in 2nd April 1917 at Tondo, Manila. He earned his Certificate of Prophecy at the University of the Philippines School of Fine Arts in 1936. He then pursued art studies abroad as a scholar at the Cultura Hispanic in Madrid from 1953 to 1954. He entered the Académie Ramon in Paris, France. And also, he was awarded as a national artist for painting in 1990. His artworks Gadgets in 1947 was done in two versions, as It reflects the increasing importance of machines in the post-war industrialization period, as well as what he perceived was the insidious threat of human metamorphosing into machines. The medium used here was oil on canvas. Another artwork is Workers in 1974. This piece is exceptional by Legazpi and it establishes his role as a key figure in the emergence of modern art in the Philippines. This work provides a keen analysis of an individual whose painting had a transformative impact on the Filipino artists worldwide. The medium used here is oil on acrylic, cream, chance on paper, and was molded on wood. Another one of his artworks is The Beggars in 1945. This painting is one of his earliest from pre- and post-war. It reflects his personal reaction to the national trauma. In this painting, it shows a couple in rags amidst the skeletons of buildings, which was like a surrealist sculpture. The medium used here is oil on wood.
And now, we are know who is the first national artist in painting. It's Fernando Marsolo. Fernando Marsolo was seen her first artwork in Washing the Carabao and The Blind Man, and we have also an artist in the National Capital Region. It's Benedicto Cabrera, also known as Bencap. He's the permanent Filipino painter in this generation. And the last painters is Cesar Legazpi. Cesar Torrentino Legazpi was a Filipino national artist in painting. Was also an art director prior going to full-time in his visual art practice in 1960s. We are hoping that you enjoyed watching us.